Hello, and before starting the video, can I ask you a question? Why are people so obsessed with medical English? So let me answer you. This question may has not a difficult answer, as all of us know, but this may be due to that not all medical fields care about their English, whether they pronunciation, writing, speaking, and etc. The connection between medicine and English is so important, as all of us know. And this is because if we talk about one of the most important and biggest exams which related to medical field, which is OET exam. OET exam, as all of us know, is available for the following 12 professions: dentistry, dietetics, medicine, nursing, occupational therapy, optometry, pharmacy, physiotherapy, podiatry, radiography, speech pathology, and veterinary medicine. So today we are so pleased and so happy to release our first video under the title Al-Sumaya Medical Videos, or Al-Sumaya Medical Educational Videos, which will be related to English in particular or in specific. Today I choose to tackle, or I choose to talk to my colleagues or pharmacists. I choose to begin with English for pharmaceutical industry. So what we will take in this series or in this session, this will be our greatest step. Okay, أهلا وسهلا بحضراتكم في أولى سلسلة فيديوهات السمية تريننج أكاديمي. هتكون مرتبطة وخاصة جدا بالمجال الطبي كبداية. هكون مع حضراتكم من خلال الإنجليش، English for Pharmaceutical Industry, English for Faculty of Medicine, English for Veterinary Medicine, English for Nurses, English through the medical field completely, or in particular medical field. هنكون مع حضراتكم في خلال القطاع الطبي كله وكل ما ليه علاقة باللغة الإنجليزية بالقطاع الطبي. هنتكلم على which is more important or which is more better, OT exam or IELTS exam. احنا بنتكلم على القطاع الطبي زي ما قلنا لحضراتكم. خلينا نبدأ ونشوف أول سلسلة من سلسلات فيديوهات أو من سلسلة فيديوهات القطاع الطبي الخاصة بالسمية Training Academy. Let's start. Okay, as I told you before that, this is Dr. Rasha Youssef, and in today's video, I'm gonna to teach you some great sentences or vocabulary expression we use when we are going to the pharmacy. Our lesson today will talk about English for pharmaceutical industry. So I'll also tell you what a pharmacy is, because maybe you have never heard that word again, or some of us, as I told you before that. So let's get started. So pharmacy, the word pharmacy is a place, and it's a place you go when you need to get medication. Pharmacy is a place you go when you need to get a medication or medicine. Okay, so another word for pharmacy, we need another word for pharmacy is drugstore. Another word for pharmacy, drugstore. So you can say either pharmacy or drugstore. Pharmacy has a weird spelling. If we are concerned about spelling, pharmacy has a weird spelling. You will notice it's spelled with PH, pharmacy. pharmacy, pharmacy, PH, it will pronounce it F. PH here is will pronounce it F. Pharmacy, pharmacy. This is the correct pronunciation, okay? So, don't spell it pharmacy, pharmacy. You go to the pharmacy after you see the doctor, and you go there to get your medication. Again, we will go to the pharmacy after I will see the doctor or the physician and to get my medication. I'd like to say that, why do you go to the pharmacy? I will go there to get my medication or medicine or drugs. So these are all words. Now, we might have here the word drug, drug. And you might think, wait a second, a drug, what does the word drug means here? Drug, we said drug or drugstore or pharmacy. Drug isn't that bad. Drug, if we talk about a drug, or drug in English has two meanings. Drug, we can talk about drugs that are illegal. We can talk about drugs that are illegal. So, these are the ones that are against the law. Drug has two meanings in English. The first one is illegal, and so, or for example, heroin or cocaine. These are illegal drugs and legal drugs. If you go to the pharmacy, you cannot get illegal drugs. I know I'm calling it a drugstore, but they do not sell those kinds of drug, by the way. So what kind of drug do they sell? They sell prescription drugs. A prescription drug is another way to see a medication. So we can say a medication or a prescription drug. Also, it's a medication that your doctor is saying you should take. So, to get a prescription, you need to go to see a doctor first, and the doctor gives you a note or a prescription, a note telling you what medication to take. We call these prescriptions drugs. We can find prescription drugs at the drugstore or pharmacy, by the way, at the drugstore or pharmacy. Also, sometimes else you can find at the pharmacy over-the-counter drugs. What does this word mean? Over-the-counter drugs. Something else you can find at the pharmacy is over-the-counter drugs. Over-the-counter drugs are different than prescription drugs. So in the pharmacy we have two things here. We have a prescription drugs, and these prescription drugs you should go to see the doctor first, and the doctor will write to you notes in order to go to the pharmacist and ask him for a prescription drugs. Or you can go to the pharmacy and get your over-the-counter drug. Over-the-counter drugs are different than prescription drug. So what are the over-the-counter drug? Over-the-counter drug do not need a doctor to say take this. But over-the-counter drug you do not need a prescription, by the way. In other words, they are medication or medicine that anyone can buy. Medication that anyone can buy. So, for example, if you have a headache, you can buy Tylenol or a Panadol, and this is an over-the-counter drug. You can learn, or you can study, or you can remember this expression: over-the-counter drug. Okay, so do not need a prescription to be taken from the pharmacist. Okay, so we have covered why you might go to the pharmacy, and that we also call it a drugstore. اوكي، خلينا نرجع نتكلم بالعربي تاني، ونرجع نتكلم على pharmaceutical terms or المصطلحات الطبية. وعلم الأدوية والصيدلة بنسميه pharmacology. دليل الأدوية pharmacopoeia. عندنا drugs زي ما جاي ذكرها في الفيديو، معناها عقاقير. واحنا اتكلمنا في الفيديو ان we have illegal drugs and legal drugs. illegal drugs هي زي الهيروين، كوكايين. عندنا كمان pharmacologist هو علم الأدوية، pharmacist صيدلي، pharmacy صيدلية، prescription روشتة. عندنا كمان extracts اللي هو مستخلص أو مستخلصات، packing العبوة، capsules الكبسولات، syrup اللي هو شراب، box هو علبة ورقية box، pills حبوب tablets أقراص، ampule اللي هو الأنبول، الحقنة injection. Also we have intravenous injection هي حقنة في الوريد، intravenous injection. medical plaster or medicated plaster اللي هي اللصقة الطبية. granules حبيبات. عندنا كمان medical effects وليست effect. medical effects وهي الآثار الطبية. we have also narcotic means مخدر. عندنا sedative هو مهدئ. painkiller مسكن للألم، painkiller. also hypnotic منوم. appetizer هو فاتح للشهية. anti-inflammatory مضاد للالتهاب. anti-allergic مضاد للحساسية. anti-migraine هو مضاد للصداع النصفي. anti-migraine. side effects آثار جانبية. diuretic هو مدر للبول. administration الاستعمال. method of use طريقة الاستعمال. indications دواعي الاستعمال. for babies للأطفال للرضع يعني. for adults للبالغين. for adults. initial dose الجرعة الابتدائية. maximum dose الجرعة الكبرى. prescribed dosage الجرعة الموصوفة. overdose هي جرعة زايدة. جرعة زايدة. also we have under license of means بترخيص من. under license of to discover a new medicine يبتكر دواء جديد. pharmaceutical inspection الرقابة على الأدوية. instant action drugs هو دواء سريع المفعول. instant action drug. a wide spectrum drug دواء واسع المفعول. antibiotic ده مضاد حيوي. antibiotic. effective until ساري المفعول حتى. plastic finger اللازقة برضو. absorbent cotton ده قطن طبي. cat gut ده خيوط جراحية. sterilization التعقيم. vaccines هو المصل. الأسبرين. الآي drops هي قطرة العين. حاولنا نتكلم النهاردة just as introduction to pharmaceutical industry. بنوعد حضراتكم ان الفيديوهات الجاية هتكون بتتكلم على how to be a good pharmacist or whether how to be a sales representative in the field of pharmacy. هنتكلم على terms related to pharmacy or pharmacists. هنتكلم على الميديكال fields all together and completely all the medical fields, by the way, not specialized with one of the medical fields, all the medical fields. نتمنى ان يكون الفيديو هو معلش طويل شوية، بس احنا قصدنا بيه ان احنا ندي just an introduction زي ما انا قلت لحضراتكم. هنكمل مع حضراتكم في السلسلة اللي قبل كده اللي بعد كده سوري. انا كان يهمني البرونانسيشن النطق الصحيح للكلمات، لان ده this is our entrance to the OET exam which is specialized for only medical field. شوف حضراتكم على ألف خير في الفيديو الجاي إن شاء الله. Stay tuned. This time السمية كرو. Goodbye.